Hi, we're Bill and Terry from btlandy.com. It's Storytelling Sunday on day 7 of our 90-day video challenge. Here's a question for you. In your marketing, how important is persistence to not quitting? Well, we have a short story we'd like to share with you about Abraham Lincoln, who didn't quit.
Probably the greatest example of persistence is Abraham Lincoln. If you want to learn about somebody who didn't quit, you don't have to look any further. He was born into poverty. Lincoln was faced with defeat throughout his life. He lost 8 elections, twice failed in business, and suffered a nervous breakdown. He could have quit many times, but he didn't. And because he didn't quit, he became one of the greatest presidents in the history of our country.
So basically, Lincoln was a champion, and he never gave up. So here's kind of a sketch of Lincoln's road to the White House. In 1816, his family was forced out of their home. He had to work to support them. In 1818, his mother died. 1831, failed in business. 1832, ran for the state legislature, and he lost. 1832, also lost his job. He wanted to go to law school, but he couldn't get in. 1833, borrowed some money from a friend to begin a business, and by the end of the year, he was bankrupt. He spent the next 17 years of his life paying off this debt. 1834, he ran for the state legislature again, and he won. 1835, he was engaged to be married, but his sweetheart died, and his heart was broken. 1836, he had a nervous breakdown, and he was in bed for about 6 months. 1838, he sought to become the Speaker of the state legislature, and he was defeated. 1840, he sought to become elector, and he was defeated. 1843, he ran for Congress, and he lost. 1846, ran for Congress again. This time he won. He went to Washington, and he did a good job. 1848, he ran for re-election in Congress, and he lost. 1849, sought the job of the land officer in his home state, and he was rejected. 1854, he ran for the Senate of the United States, and he lost. 1856, he sought the vice presidential nomination at his party's national convention, and he got less than 100 votes. 1858, he ran for the U.S. Senate again, and again he lost. 1860, elected president of the United States. So, Terry, why was Abraham Lincoln finally elected president?
Well, because people saw great value in him and what he stood for. They bought what he was selling. He was really selling himself.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln branded himself because the value he gave to others.
So, hey, click above to see another person's story in the area of marketing here in MLSP, a person who persisted, and he went from foreclosure to over $2 million a year in his home business. This Wednesday for a free webinar. Click on the link above. See you then. Bye-bye.